Hello everybody, welcome to Frontier Mentality. Get it. So, after the rains, there are several things in your yard you need to be looking for because flu and cold season is just right around the corner. So, even though it's still August, it's time to start looking for medicine herbally wise to take care of you through the winter months. So I've brought you out in the back pasture today because I saw this when I was walking the dogs yesterday. And you said, Michelle, it's just two big sticks. What the crap? Or the gumball. Okay, let me bring it closer. These little green gumballs, when they fall on the ground, they're Theraflu. I am going to be making a tea mixture that helps with the flu. This is herbal medicine. I'm not a licensed herbalist. I have to say this when I do this on YouTube. Nor am I a doctor any means. This is what I do for me and my family. And I've been doing this for the last 10 to 15 years, and it has worked even with the COVID, okay? So it's kind of shaped like a germ. If you look up germs or on your emoji, it kind of looks like this. I'm gonna put this in my pocket. Okay, this here, you see the green moss? We don't want this part. We want the hairy part. Let me get it off. Dang, gnats are everywhere. And it's a type of lichen, if I'm pronouncing it right. It will be in the description box, but these are like little, it's what you would call the lungs of the forest. They kind of look like your little lungs in your body. And so what I do is, this is what me harvesting it. Okay. Now I'm going to get behind the camera so I can show you what we're looking for when we're doing this, because I want to make sure you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, let me drop you down just a tad. Where is it at? Okay. So when you see the green like this, now I am doing this through the camera. So what you're going to do to make sure you've got the right lichen is you're going to kind of gently pull off the green. And then it's going to be like a white hair. Let's see if I can get it to show up. Let me see. There it is. It's kind of hard to see, but you see right here where it's white? That's how you know this is the real stuff. So, okay, raise you up just a little more so we can chit chat. Also on the sides of the roads, you can be looking for the Mullen plant. At this in August, and usually in end of June, July, and August, you will see them. So the flower head gets about as tall as I am. I'm 5'4", and it's a long, skinny stalk, and it will have yellow flowers. Now the parts of the mullen, you can use the leaves, you can use the flowers for medicine. The leaves, you can take them. They're rather big. They're like this. So I lay them out, usually under the ceiling fan, because I try to save power when I can. If I'm finding them in the fall, when we're on our Sunday drives or whatever, then I will use a dehydrator, because it's not as hot and I'm not having to worry about the power. So what you're doing is, you want it like your fall leaves, you want it a crunch When it breaks, it goes. So your mullein leaves will be that. I'm telling you, the gnats are driving me crazy, but I'm outside, so what are you gonna do? The flowers, you can take them and pull them off. If you are lucky enough to have the mullein growing in your yard, so when you go to pick them, leave flowers on the plant because there is wildlife that it needs it. Now, if you're out riding around and you see 2 or 3 mullein plants, just get one plant. Go ahead and get all the flowers and harvest it, and you're going to drop them in honey. Mullein, just like this, this is going to be more common for most people. It's usually on oak trees that fall, but the mullein and the lichen here and basil pulls out mucus out of your body. It cleans your lungs out. The thumbnail will be where it will have this kind of separated like that, and it actually looks like your lungs in your body. So there's that. But mullein, this lichen, it is a type of moss, but like I said, once you rub off the green, if it's got a white hair substance under it, you've got the right one. Mullein, you're just going to dry, break it apart, brew the leaves as tea. You can use honey to sweeten it. You can add some lemon juice. It also has antibacterial fighting properties to help with cold. The flowers of the mullein, you soak them in honey. You can do the leaves as well in honey. I will bring you on a journey that I did. I did mullein leaves, ginger, a whole lemon. So when I say a whole lemon, we're going to slice it in rounds with the skin on. So make sure when you wash the skin of your lemons or your oranges or your limes that you use baking soda versus the vinegar, because the baking soda water will get down into the dimples of those fruits, because the rinds is what's going to help fight your cold as well as the inside of it. So I take ginger, I take an onion, the purple is the best, or the white, not your sweet onion. You want the stout onions on this one. So we're going to slice them, and then we're going to put it in honey. Please find local honey. Go to your local feed and seed stores or a honey stand. Make sure it's local honey to your area, because not the store ones, because it's really watered down and sugar added. So you're wanting good fighting back wholeness. And what you're doing, and you can leave all this stuff in it and put it in after you let it sit outside in a dark place to let it ferment for 2 or 3 days. Now, if you want to keep all the delicious goodness, just put it all in the refrigerator and take a spoonful out at a time. Or you can strain it out. Make sure that you have a strainer and another jar under it to catch all the liquid gold coming out of the fermented honey. And you can keep that on the shelf or on a dresser, and if you're sick, you can take a spoonful every time you feel a tickle in your throat, because all these products are natural and they're not going to hurt or harm your body. I also put garlic in mine. if you're going to the grocery stores, I am fixing to make another batch of fire cider or fire cider tonic. Doesn't really matter. What you would want is apple cider vinegar with mother. You're gonna want turmeric root, ginger root, white onion or purple onion. You're gonna want a horseradish root. You're gonna want garlic. You're going to want either, and you could use all three. You want lemon, lime, and an orange. You want the hottest pepper you can tolerate. For me, it's either cow horn or jalapenos. Now, some people like it even hotter, like Tabasco or the habanero or whatever. That's the fire in this cider. We cut, dice, wear gloves because the turmeric will sting your hands. Now, if you're allergic to any of these vegetables that I'm telling you, you can still, some people are allergic to turmeric. Take the turmeric out. Everything else in this is still very anti-inflammatory and will still fight all the stuff. Now, I do add either, now last year I actually put, I put my gumballs in it. I did not do this last year, but I've done it in the past, the Lichen. I do basil. I do the Mullen. I do thyme and oregano and basil because they have a lot of antiviral and anti-inflammation. They take that out of the body. When you're sick, you want everything calm in your body so your body can fight off the sickness. So these are things for the next couple, I guess, Tuesday videos. I got one more tinfoil hat and then we will start into the Tuesday remedy videos. I just wanted to give you a heads up that that's coming. Things to be looking for at your grocery store, on the side of the road, in your yard, medicines that you can have. That's the Lichen. So the Lichen, the gumball, remember it grows on mostly oak trees, this Lichen does. So every time after a storm, y'all, go outside and find this stuff. These you will put in the freezer until you're ready to make them. Same for the Lichen, you can put it in your freezer as well. It likes moisture. There's still moisture in your freezer, so you can do that. Just kind of rinse these off, let them air dry, and then put them in your freezer. So be hunting those good deals for the oranges, the lemon, the limes, ginger root, turmeric root, onions and garlic. It does not matter which garlic. If you like the elephant garlic, get it. If you like the more hard-neck varieties, get it. That's fine. But for onions, white onion or red onion, and the horseradish root. Now, if you can't find the root, and this has been a problem for me in the past, I go and find the horseradish with nothing else in it that people use for making sauces. So you need to find the most organic sauce version if you're gonna do this. Now, the apple cider vinegar with the mother needs to be either Bragg's or White House. those are the two most potent. I actually like White House a little better. They haven't dumbed down their version of it. Bragg's has gone through a change, and somebody's bought them out. So every time somebody buys them out, the quality seems to change a little bit. For those that do well with elderberry, is prolific out growing right now. We do have it. I don't mess with it. It's not in my skill set as of yet. What else? I'm trying to do natural remedies right now. Goldenrod. Let me go ahead and show you this real quick because there is one close by. So goldenrod, people think, oh, I'm allergic to that. Actually, you're allergic to ragweed. They grow at the same time. And every thing it causes your allergies to act up, there is a natural remedy like poison oak, jewelweed, or some people call it don't touch me's. But all right, here's some of the I got my boots on, so I have to go in here. Okay, now this beautiful right here is goldenrod. What we want, you want the leaves as well as the flower. I will dry these out. Let me just break one. Okay. So if you get these and the leaves have already started going to a rust color, I think one over these over here has started that, where they're beginning to get like a rust, or careful, it might even be bird poop. But when the leaves have, there it is, yeah. So when the leaves have actually started to change on this, you don't want it, because see, this one's flower head has already went out. You want it when it's this beautiful yellow. Right here, let's do it on the one I just picked. We want it when it's the pretty yellow, and we want the leaves green and those spots on them. You can just sit it out under a fan. You can also just set it in your dehydrator at the lowest setting until the leaves crunch. This is great for sinuses, to fight the ragweed. God has given you a remedy for everything that ails you. The bees collect the flowers and make the honey. So that's why it's important to get local honey, because bees are getting this nectar right now. So fall honey has your goldenrod in it. Not just your clovers. Bees love clovers too, but they will feed on other natural stuff that is bothering you. This here, can you see that puff head? That is the wild lettuce seed. It is the cousin. Let's see if I can get it one-handed. It is the cousin of dandelions. Now, I am going to take these little seeds back to my yard, because wild lettuce is a natural opiate that your body cannot get addicted to. So if you're fighting pain or headaches, or if you hurt yourself, you can take the wild lettuce leaves. You can take it in its raw form. People can buy vegetable capsules on Amazon, and you just grind them up, dry them out, grind them up, and put them in the capsules and take them that way. or you can get vodka or Jack Daniels. But first you're going to take it and you're going to cook it in a crock pot until it turns to like a black gooey substance, and this is just the leaves. And then when it's cooked down, then you add the alcohol to it, put it in a mason jar, put it in a dark place, and take a teaspoon of it a day. Remember, I am not a doctor, a licensed herbalist, or a nurse practitioner, or anything of that sort. Let's drop these right here. These are just ways that I have found that God has provided for us to take care of our own selves, our own body. If we do go to war with China, Russia, or India, those people, as good as they are, not all countries are bad. We all have bad people in every part of the world and good people in every part of the world. But if we go to war with them, they're not going to be so nice and send us good, clean medicine. America needs to get our own medicine system going. But until then, buy herbal books. Find ways to make your own medicine at home. And listen to people on YouTube who are doing it and telling you ways that it best helps their families and them. Here is another medicine. The lavender is part of the reason I grow it. It's a sleep aid and helps you sleep. And you don't have to take it. You can just breathe in the flowers and have dry flowers. So yes, everybody, please stay safe. Please get ready and please get prepared. Frontier Mentality signing out.